Good day, my fellow friends. Thanks for checking in. I'm Tyler. Welcome to Easy Life Journey. I've gotten a special request from a subscriber to cover this topic on what to do when bored. It's kind of funny because a few years ago, I had the same question, but now I'm so busy every second, I wish to remember the taste of boredom again. Well, let's dig in, shall we? Number 1, help the poor, volunteer. If there's one thing that can never be depleted in this world, it's the poor. Half of the world lives on less than $2.50 a day, and that is quite prevalent in some parts of the US. Aiding the poor feels just so right. It makes one feel accomplished, worthy, respected, completed, and full of joy. You can volunteer at churches, schools, or quite literally anywhere. No need to give money away to the homeless. Have a conversation with them. Trust me, it goes a long way. Humans yearn for companionships and a feeling of worthiness. It doesn't hurt to buy them a sandwich. Heck, you can even eat with them and chit-chat about anything. Number 2, clean your home. You reside, eat, sleep, bathe, work, etc. here. So why not make it clean and comfortable? You're going to be here for a while, so may as well make it attractive and spotless. When I was living with my parents, Sunday was fun day. Fun day meant chores and cleaning. You know, when you come home after a bad or exhausting day of work or whatever, the one place that should be clean and welcoming should be no other place than what you call home. I just can't imagine how bums and dirty people live in places where rats, spiders, and bugs call home. Here are a few negative effects of living in a dirty home according to the healthsite.com. Can promote confusion, increase stress, increase the likelihood of accidents, makes one eat more, destroys mental health, communication skills wither over time. Number 3, read a book. I'm not the type of person that believes in the impossible, yet it's impossible to read all the books in this world. Read anything you want. It doesn't even have to be a book. Educate your mind. Open up your curiosity and wildest dreams. Would you rather have a plain and boring imagination or a crazy and never-ending one? The best writers in the world are reading every day their own book stories. Reading can make one smarter, but it definitely invokes the mind to a whole new level. Reading and communication are the primary basic essentials of mankind. If anybody wants to get ahead in life, then read as much as you can. Number 4, learn another language. Knowing a second language may or may not make one more intelligent, but it can definitely make one sharper in certain skills. Researchers conducted a test and the results concluded that bilinguals score better test results than those who only knew one language. You don't have to take a class or a teacher. Sure, it helps, but if I was able to speak Mandarin, Vietnamese, and Spanish almost up to a semi-fluent level, then there should be no excuse for you. Knowing a second language is fun and opens up new doors, opportunities, friendships, and maybe even a relationship. One can even be worth more if they know 2 or more languages. People actually admire that, especially only English-speaking people. Plus, some jobs, if not many, have extra salary for knowing 2 or more languages. Number 5, learn a skill, trade, or hobby. Do you like to draw, design clothes, or landscaping? Maybe you want to know how to use the computer like a professional. What about how to produce a small budget film? Whatever. The point is to learn something every day. There are millions, if not billions, of things you will never try, but at least start with something. You'll never know until you try, so try and experience new things, skills, trades before you turn to dust, because dying is boring, but living is fun. Humans weren't meant to work 20 hours a day. We are not machines. Enjoy life. Do things that make you happy every day. Do you have at least one hobby or one thing that makes you happy, right? If so, then what's going to stop you from doing it all day and night on your own time? Number 6, exercise. It truly amazes me how humanity as a whole doesn't care about their image. Obesity is only going to get worse. Even second and third world nations are affected by this disease. Junk food, procrastination, laziness, self-pity, and the likes are so simple to give in. People want this and that, but they aren't willing to do what it takes to achieve it. It's so easy to have a sexy and fit body. You want to know what the real problem is? You let the media, your lifestyle, advertisement, and everyday things brainwash you, yet you have no idea, do you? Work out 20 minutes, intense if possible, 3-4 times a week. 5-7 times is even better. Eat healthy and drink a crap ton of water every day to lose weight and get in shape. Exercising has way too many benefits, 100 actually, and it's an excellent excuse if you're ever bored. Number 7, start a business. This one is my favorite. As a single, childless young adult that works from home, what better way than to start a business? Start a business, any business for that matter. Time is money, and there's nothing more valuable than time. Education too. Who knows, you may become the next Jeff Bezos. You won't know until you try. I currently have 3 businesses, and the average millionaire has 7 different sources of income. So if you want to be rich, then you must put in the hours required and then some. Number 8, make extra income. Starting a business doesn't mean you're going to make money, at least not immediately, but here are ways you can make cash today. Pass out flyers, business cards, pressure washing, cut grass or become a gardener, sell snacks or drinks on the street, rent your room car, drive for Amazon Flex, freelance, cut people's hair, hold signs. There are many ways to make income, whether it is immediately or not. Making money when you have spare time sure beats a beer and a cigar, sometimes. Number 9, start a blog or online guide. If you're a vegan, health freak, animal lover, know how to pick up girls, build cars, and so on, then write about it online. It could be a public memoir, and you can make a nice income from it, but passion before papers. There are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people who write about their passion and post it online. Internet is widely open and free today, mostly. It is so easy to make a website. In fact, YouTube and Google has tutorials for just about everything, and it's even better is that 99% of all of these things you can learn on your own. I'm not saying you would get thousands of visitors, even though that's super possible, but starting a blog or something you're passionate about online is really fun, and this is a great way to help others indirectly. Number 10, talk to, visit family and friends. After some time or even a year of not hearing someone's voice who you used to hear on a daily basis can sound a bit soothing and also familiar. There's no better time to catch up on lost adventures and wild stories than when boredom strikes. I think that sounds more positive than negative. If my friends or family members call me, then surely I will spare some time for them. Text, email, send messages, Facebook, tweet, post on their Instagram, let them know y'all ain't there or something like that. If you ain't got family, then you better get friends. And if you ain't got friends, then you better get a family, because those 2 things are the pinnacle of humanity. Number 11, travel the world. If you're comfortable with your financial status, or you're retired but also bored, then you should really see the world. Traveling the world, even within your own country, can be relieving, fun, exciting, and just plain amazing. Trust me. Even though Earth is non-existent, if compared to the universe, you'll still never visit every country, town, and know the culture. We may live in a world, but we've got many worlds within our very own. Interacting with chill people, hearing unfamiliar languages, seeing the unknown, opening your taste buds to new flavors, breathing different air, experiencing a whole new life is just a few benefits of traveling. But don't take my word for it. Go there. Thank me later. Number 12, work on yourself. Every day, again, every day, give 10 to 20 minutes to yourself. The future you will thank and love you for it. Whether it's meditating, complimenting yourself, exercising, eating healthy, doing something positive to your body, mind, or soul. No one has 2 bodies, mind, or souls. Our body is a temporary vessel. Our mind is the brain which controls our every action and thoughts. But the soul, you see, the soul is what gives life to the vessel and mind. Your life, action, and thoughts will be transformed and uplifted. Repetition and more repetition will produce perfection or near perfection, assuming one does it correctly. Being old is one thing, but being lifeless, bound to one spot, not having the ability to express emotions or movement, feeling pain throughout the body, unable to remember who I am or even what day it's today, well, that is something you can control. Number 13, continue working. That's right, continue working. Just keep on working. 40 hours a week of work is not going to make you rich unless you have amazing leverage skill, which can take some time and knowledge to acquire. Slaving 80 hours a week for the first few years is not uncommon, especially if you long for a stable 40-hour work week with an incredibly high salary like $1 million plus a year. At the moment, I put in 10 to 13 hours a day of work and make literally no income except for my Amazon FBA business. Maybe being rich doesn't interest you one bit, yet working extra hours isn't going to hurt you either, especially when working is a part of life. Let's pretend 1 year from now that you put 80 hours a week versus a normal 40 hours. 1 year later, you would have done 2 years worth of work. In 5 years, you would have done 10 years worth of work. Yes, it's not easy, but normal people do easy things. Laziness and people that won't get anywhere in life complain about working 30 to 40 hours a week. Well, that's it. There's a million of things you can do when bored, yet these 13 things seem to outweigh many others that we have excluded. Being bored means you haven't created the life you want. It's not a bad thing, it just means you haven't figured out what you want to do with your life. Being bored was a common issue, but for me today, well, I'm so busy writing and working 24/7 that I wish I was bored.